Conceptual development of the principles of genetic engineering. Asexual reproduction preserves the genetic information, while sexual reproduction permits variation. Traditional hybridization processes used in plant and animal breeding very often lead to inclusion and multiplication of undesirable genes along with the desired genes. The techniques of genetic engineering, which include creation of recombinant DNA, use of gene cloning, and gene transfer, overcome these limitations and allow us to isolate and introduce only one or a set of desirable genes without introducing undesirable genes into the target organism, that is rDNA, gene cloning and gene transfer. So these three are mainly involved in the genetic engineering processes. Due to the presence of a special sequence present in the DNA, that is called origin of replication, the desired gene multiplied by undergoing replication in host organism. Hence, it produces multiple copies of same desirable gene. So this is what we can call it as making multiple identical copies of any template DNA. Construction of first recombinant DNA. So it was done by Stanley Cohen and Herbert Boyer. In 1972 by isolating a plasmid from Salmonella typhimurium and also introducing antibiotic resistant gene. Salmonella typhimurium bacterium, cell wall and cell membrane. This is what we can call it as plasmid. The plasmid is isolated. The construction of first recombinant DNA emerged from the possibility of linking a gene encoding antibiotic resistant with a native plasmid of Salmonella typhimurium. This is plasmid. Plasmid is nothing but double-stranded, self-replicating or autonomously replicating DNA. That origin of replication also will be present, and origin of replication is must for every plasmid. Due to the presence of this origin of replication, whenever we transfer the foreign gene or the plasmid is ligated with the foreign gene with desired character, and this foreign gene with the desired character and also will be that plasmid DNA together will be combined and formed recombinant DNA, and this recombinant DNA plasmids are introduced into host organisms. In host organisms, this recombinant DNA molecule undergoes replication and then produces multiple copies. So in this process, the ORI plays a important role. Foreign DNA are also known as this is junk DNA, and like you can take this is the plasmid. From the plasmid we can remove a part of DNA, and this is removed plasmid DNA, and the same this foreign DNA will be introduced into the plasmid. introduced into plasmid. So Stanley Cohen and Herbert Boyer linking that is a gene encoding antibiotic resistant gene. This recombinant DNA plasmid, instead of Salmonella typhimurium, they introduced into the bacterium E. coli, and the physiological conditions of E. coli and also Salmonella typhimurium is similar. The removal of this DNA, that is both plasmid DNA even as well as that is in source DNA, that can be done by restriction enzymes. These restriction enzymes are also known as molecular scissors. Next, by using DNA polymerase enzyme, the multiple copies are produced in the host organism. This is what we can call it as the ability to multiply copies of antibiotic resistant gene in E. coli was called cloning of antibiotic resistant gene in E. coli. And the enzymes plays an important role in this process are: one is molecular scissors, or also call it as chemical knives, that is nothing but restriction enzymes. Restriction enzymes to cut the DNA at specific positions. Both source DNA and as well as plasmid DNA cut by same restriction enzymes. Next, ligases. The foreign DNA is ligated with the plasmid DNA, can be done by ligase enzymes, that is nothing but joining of the DNA strands. Next, DNA polymerase enzyme, mainly involved in DNA replication.